Yup, that's a freight train in the Adirondack Park, on Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern's long-dormant Newton Falls Line. And you might be wondering how it, and I, got here. Well, stay tuned, because this is a video you will not want to miss. The rebirth of a railroad that hasn't seen a mainline train in over 25 years.
Good morning from New York Route 3, one of my favorite roads. I've spent hundreds of hours driving this road. Oh, hey, I think I know that person. Anyway, it is 6:39. I'm about 2/3 of the way through the 3-hour drive to Carthage, New York, the headquarters of Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern's Northern Division. And I'm kind of heading out here on a whim, on a hunch, because things have been heating up on the Northern Division as far as, well, it's been 33 years in the making, but Star Lake Benson Mines. It's getting close to finally happening, finally starting to move material out of Benson Mines by rail. Like I said, 33 years in the making, and I have a strong suspicion that the first movement might happen today. So, kind of taking a chance, driving out here. Everything's lined up as far as it should happen today. It's a Friday, it's a weekday, so I'm hoping. And I guess we'll find out shortly. Some snow on the ground here. I'm not sure if we'll get any snow on the ground out there, but hopefully it might lighten up the shots for an otherwise very gloomy, dark, and probably rainy day. I hope the rain will hold off. So let's see if they do it. Let's see if today is that historic first run to Benson Mines. Like I said, long time in the making. So stay tuned, because this could be a very historic day for railroading in the Adirondacks. CANF, it's coming back. Stay tuned. Gotta start the day off right here at Stewart's in Harrisville. Pizza acquired. Wow, they actually paved the road that was gravel for like a year. Sometime in the past week. I was just here on Sunday. You know what, let's swing up and take a peek at what's at the Interchange. Love to see that Jordan spreader plow thing they got there run on a plow extra. I have a feeling that these CANF movements are not really going to happen during the winter, though. And regardless, would I have any idea when it's happening? I don't know. But let's swing up and check out what's at the Interchange.
A look at the Interchange revealed the usual jumble of tank cars for Slack Chemical, but also several empty gondolas, the cars that would be loaded with material at Benson Mines. Back at the shop, C424 number 2403, painted and lettered for sister railroad Delaware-Lackawanna, and C425 number 2454, still in BC Rail paint, were being prepared for the day's historic first run to Benson Mines. The last freight train to roll down the Newton Falls Line was in November of 2000, when Carthage-Newton Falls train CANF made its final trip to the Newton Falls paper mill. After performing a daily locomotive inspection on both units and holding a crew briefing, the inaugural CANF to Benson Mines heads north from the shop to the CSX Interchange, where some switching would be needed and power set up in pull-pull mode before the train could depart. after running along Canal Street and making it out of Carthage, it was off to the races, a non-stop run to Star Lake.
Going up there, that crossing right up there, when I was like maybe 13, and they had an entire maintenance away gang parked there. It should be a crossing very close. It should be right down the street.
Yeah, I see it on the map. Around a couple cars.
It would be good. I mean, it's a good straightaway here.
We'll have to see how long it takes us to get out as far as where we're going next.
It's weird when you get back there, it's all like oak and whatnot, but once you get down here, it's all pine.
So we want to just walk up there?
Yeah, we should be fine to do that.
time while the guys load the 5-car train at the Circle K in Star Lake, which is also the...
Oh, you're just going to leave me here?
Yeah, I was just going to... Stranded in Star Lake. This is the cheapest place for gas on Route 3 through the Adirondack, so I think I'm going to fill up before we leave, too.
It took much of the afternoon to load the 5-car train at Benson Mines, with a single front loader filling approximately half a car at a time, resulting in roughly a dozen respots before the train was loaded and ready to go. With 5 loads ready to go, CANF began their trip towards Carthage, but some concerns over one of the cars forced the train to turn back at Twin Lakes Road. After redistributing some of the material, CANF was finally ready for the non-stop trip back to Carthage, as darkness and rain swept through the Adirondacks.
All right, folks, that was the first CANF in 25 years. Thanks for watching. I'm wet. I'm cold. It's time to go home. That was pretty cool. MA&N, great things in store. Follow them on Facebook. They'll probably put out a press release. Until then, thanks for watching. See you next time.